The workouts featured in the following show may not be suitable for everyone. It is recommended that you consult a physician before beginning any fitness program.
Hi there, my name is Meg and I'm the host of Fit Over 50. I'm here with little Fit Finley. Fit Finley is, I think, wanting a treat. We'll have to give him one a little later. I'm a certified personal trainer, older adult fitness instructor, and also the owner of AIM Fitness. And I'm so glad you're here with me today. In today's episode, we are going to be working on a full body workout using weights. Now, I heard from many of you who said you really love using weights. So I really hope you enjoy this with all new exercises. So let's get started right away. We're going to begin with a hamstring curl. And as we do this, I want you to circle those shoulders backwards. It's really important to warm up the body before we start using weights. And I would recommend doing 5 to 7 minutes on your own if you are going to do your own weight workout. We want to think about circling and moving those muscles, moving those arms and legs so that we create a little bit of heat so that we prevent pulling a muscle. We want to prevent injury. From here, let's change those arms and we're going to be moving into a figure 8, side to side. Now for the hamstring curl, I like to keep my legs nice and wide and think about kicking back, keeping that knee pointing towards the floor as we go. All right, so let's continue with another 3 and 2 and 1. Now let's transition right into our pendulum. So tapping out to the side, reaching with the arms, other way. Now remember to work within your limits. Everyone has different abilities, so if you can only go halfway, or if you find that you feel a little bit off balance, be sure to hold on to a chair or hold on to a counter. All right, now let's change those arms. We're going to move into a bicep curl. We're going to be doing this a little bit later with the weights. So bring those hands right up towards those shoulders, tapping that toe to the side. As we exercise, sometimes what happens is we hold our breath, especially when we're doing something new. So I really encourage you to keep on breathing. I'll be here to remind you to do that. All right, now we're going to change those arms back to our swing, and I invite you to lift that leg. So we're shifting from one side right over to the other side, tightening up our core as we do so. Now another tip for balance is to look straight ahead. So don't look down at the floor, but instead look somewhere right ahead of you, maybe at a picture on the wall. But looking up will make your balance a lot better. Let's do 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Next, what I want you to do is lift that knee. We're going to do some high knee marches. Start by swinging your arms at your side and keep those shoulders back. Think about lifting that knee, standing tall. Good. Nice high lifts. And then from here, we're going to be adding the opposite arm. Opposite arm reaches right up overhead. Now, if your shoulders bother you, just reaching halfway is fine. Choose your options today. As you lift, tighten up the core. Let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. Great. So next, grab that weight. We're just going to start with one weight. And what I want us to do is pretend you're in the bowling alley. So we want to have one leg in front of the other, legs about as wide as your hips. Hold on to that one weight. This should be in line with the opposite leg. Hand on your hip, and I want you to think about shifting your weight forwards and backwards. And both feet are flat on the floor. So reach that arm. Now for this one, we don't want to lift your weight any higher than your shoulder. So no higher than here. Extend the arm back and lift in front. Keeping that arm straight, maybe a slight bend to the elbow. Awesome. As we do this one, tighten up your core as you lean forwards. This one will help prevent a fall. And this one replicates doing things around the house. So maybe you're vacuuming, maybe you're reaching for something, or maybe you are actually going bowling. This one will help. Let's do another 2 and 1. Good. So we'll do the same thing. Switching arms, switching legs. It should be that opposite arm leg duo. Shifting front and back. Now just make sure there's enough space between those feet. If your feet are too close, this one won't feel very comfortable. So shifting forwards and back, feet flat on the floor. Good. And think about really being intentional with that weight. Lifting and then extending back. So try to avoid a simple swing. Instead, really be mindful of moving that weight. Lift, press back. Another 3 and 2 and 1. Great job. All right, we'll circle our shoulders back here and grab your second weight. All right, so we're gonna have those arms right in front, moving to our bicep curl. So it looks like this. Have a bit of space for those elbows to come down. Try not to squeeze your elbows into your side. And then we're gonna be adding a side tap. So it looks like this, arms down. As you curl, tap that foot out to the side. And don't worry, we're just doing one foot at a time. We're not gonna be doing jumping jacks here. All right, tapping out and release. Good. So this is a really good one for the outer thighs to get those legs involved. Now think about standing nice and tall as we do this one. All right, now we're going to be adding to this, working the brain as well. So we'll do side, and then let's add a front tap, front and front. So tapping to the side, side and side, continuing with the curls, front and front. Light taps as we go, side and side, front and front. Those of you who want to work a little harder and challenge the balance, let's add a lift. Lifting to the side, and then a slow kick in front, slow kick in front. So choose your option. You can keep on going with that tap, or you can extend the leg and lift. Now try to keep this one at a good pace, going at the same pace as those arms. Remember my tips for balance. Look straight ahead, tighten up that core, keep breathing. Good, and again, side to side, and front, and front. All right, let's do one more round. Side, and side, front, and front. All right, that's awesome. So let's set those weights off to the side. Every few exercises, it's good to let go of your weights, circle those shoulders backwards. Now, my fit tip of the day for you is to focus on strength training between 2 to 4 days per week. So that means using weights like we're doing today, using resistance bands or body weight exercises. And ideally, we want to be aiming for 150 to 200 minutes of moderate intensity exercises per week. So that includes cardio, swimming, jogging, speed walking, along with our weight training. All right, let's take a quick break here, grab some water. I'll see you back here in a minute.
This program is brought to you by the Ottawa branch of the National Association of Federal Retirees, protecting federal pensions and benefits since 1963. Visit federalretirees.ca to learn more.
Welcome back. All right, so I invite you to join me. I'm going to be standing again, and we just need one weight for the next one. So we're going to be focusing on full body strength. So take those legs nice and wide. We're going to be doing some squats along with one arm. So I'll show you what it's going to look like. Place one hand on your hip. We're going to start by holding on to that weight and lower it as you bend those knees. Lower it right towards that knee. And then as you stand up tall, we're going to bring that arm right beside that shoulder and add a press. So again, bend the knees, reaching towards that knee, and then press the arm up. All right, let's do that again. To the knee, or you can choose to go a little bit lower. I'll show you what I mean. So here we go. We're going to go a little bit lower towards that foot, and then pressing the arm up overhead. So down towards that foot into our squat. And press. Let's do another 5. Option 1, knee. Option 2, to the opposite foot. And 4. Take those hips back. And 3. You should be looking straight ahead the whole time. Head over heart so we don't get dizzy. 2. And 1 more. All right, wonderful. Let's change to the other side. Before we get started, circle this elbow back. Keep the feet exactly where they are. We'll do that same thing here. Hand on your hip. Let's bring that weight to that opposite knee. Bending the knees, hips back, and then overhead press. Option 2, towards that opposite foot. Breathing in, breathing out. So choose that option. So today we're going to be doing 10 on each side. Good. This is already 5. And 6. 7. Remember to keep on breathing. Don't hold your breath. 8. And 9. 2 more. And 1 more. 10. Whew. All right, we're warming up, feeling good. And we're going to be standing right behind your chair for the next one, working on the back of the arm. So what I want you to do is step forward. We want to have one foot right in front of the other, feet about as wide as your hips. And we're going to be starting by bending those knees into a lunge. Hips back, hinging from your hips. And then when you stand up, bend the elbow and extend that arm back for our triceps. Now keep that weight here right by you, at the front of you, and bend the knees. Rise up, extend the arm back for our triceps. Lunge, and press that arm back. Steady breathing. Good, so working the back of the arms. This is a muscle we like to tone, and is also part of how we can push a door open so easily by having strong triceps. Let's do another 3. And 2. And 1. Arm back, and then let's do the other side. Switching those feet, moving the weight to the other arm. I'm going to move to this side so you can see me better. All right, and let's do that same thing. So starting with our lunge, hips back. Really good for the knees. Extend the arm back. Bending those knees. I have quite a few clients who have arthritis in their knees, and that they found that this exercise really has helped them be able to bend, to reach for things, to be able to do stairs a lot easier. So I encourage you to do this. Aim for 10. Aim for 10 and try to do that a few times during the week. And notice if it helps with your knees as well. 2 more. Good. 1 more time. Bending down, rising up. Extend that arm back. Amazing. All right, we're going to move right to our chair. So keep that weight. All right. In fact, grab your second weight. grab your second weight, then we'll sit down. All right, now it's ideal for you to sit either middle or edge of that chair. And we're gonna be doing a chest press. So elbows are bent, we're holding on to those weights, and I want you to bring your elbows and weights in together, and then squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really think about squeezing in. Bringing those elbows in, even if they can't touch. Think about squeezing them in together. Another 5. And 4. 3. Keeping the weight right directly over top of the elbow. 1. Whew. And let's release. We'll circle those shoulders backwards. All right, so we're going to be focusing on our core next. This one is called the twist. So we're going to be holding onto those weights together. They can touch. And we're going to take those weights from one side to the other, very close to those hips. If you have osteoporosis, if your back bothers you, face the front of the room, no twisting. If that's not the case, then you can add a twist side to side. Option 2 is to lengthen one leg. Keep that leg up. You'll feel your core have to work a little bit more when the leg is extended. 3, 2, 1. We're not done, but lower the leg. Do the other leg. Let's keep going. Another 5. And 4 per side. 3. And 2. And 1. All right, lower that leg. Walk your feet away from you. And we're going to be leaning all the way back against that chair. And let's do a few presses. So shoulders are back, touching the chair, pressing up, and then tap those weights together. Good work. All right, let's take a quick water break and then come back and join me. We'll finish 10 more of these. See you in a minute.
This program is brought to you by the Ottawa branch of the National Association of Federal Retirees, protecting federal pensions and benefits since 1963. Visit federalretirees.ca to learn more.
Welcome back. All right, let's continue. So we'll do that same position, lean all the way back against that chair. Elbows are nice and wide, and then we're going to be pressing those weights up on an angle. Pressing up, straighten, and then bend those elbows. So this is a really good one for upper body strength. Breathe in, breathe out. In and out. Good job. Now as you do this one, tighten up that core every time you press up. Let's do another 4. And 3. And 2. Woo, feeling those arms working. Last one. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. Woo, all right, circle those shoulders back. Got one more for strength, and then we'll move into some stretches. Now, often we forget about our wrists. It's so important to have strong hands and strong wrists. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a swivel from side to side. Rotations of the wrist. So keep the weight right over top of your wrist, right over top of your elbow, and let's rotate from side to side. All right, now as we're doing this, let's focus on your ankles as well. So lift one leg, see if you can circle the ankle as you're taking the wrist from side to side. This is working the brain. It's hard to do different movements. Circle the other way. And then lower. Let's do the other side. So circling, good, and continue. Same thing with the wrists. You might feel just a little bit of heat in those wrists. Other way. 3, 2, and 1. All right, good work. Let's set those weights off to the side underneath your chair. And we're going to move to some stretches. So let's move right to the edge of that chair. We're going to reach one arm up and then down your back, and then pull that elbow in. Now the other option is to add a bit of a push if you want to keep your hand below your head. As we're pulling that elbow in to stretch the triceps, back of the arm. From here, let's take that arm up and lean to the side. If you've osteoporosis, reach with the arm. Otherwise, you can lean to the side, bring your hand across to the opposite knee. Good, and then come on up, same arm comes right across, hand to the elbow, pull that arm in. And let's just stretch out those fingers while we're here. Very good. All right, take those arms all the way back, leaning forwards to stretch that chest. And then we'll do the other side. This opposite arm, reaching down, pulling that elbow in or overhead. Good. So I invite you to focus on your breathing, in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're slowing it down. We've done a great job today. We've had a full body workout. Bring that arm up and then reach, option 1. Option 2, hand reaching to the opposite knee. Come on up, take that arm right across, and then stretch out those fingers. Look the opposite way. Stretch the neck. Good. All right, take both arms all the way back, reaching behind you, leaning forward slightly, keeping that back straight. All right, good. Now from here, we're going to be moving into a stretch for those legs. Turn to the side of that chair, and we want to aim for this knee to point towards the floor. Curl those toes under, hold on to the back of the chair, and then lean back just enough to feel that pull in the front of the leg. So this is a really good way to stretch the quad. To deepen the stretch, reach your arm up, leaning back. Good, you can feel this one. So good, so good. All right, from here, we're gonna take that same leg right out front and straighten, lengthen that leg, reaching towards your toes. So now we're focusing on the back of the leg. See if you can touch your toes. If you can't, that's all right. The point is just to stretch it out. All right, let's do the other side. So rise up, rotate around. Move to that other side, starting with our quad stretch. Curling the toes under, knee points to the floor. Hold on to the back of the chair and lean back. Feel that pull. You may have one side that really needs it. Lengthen through the arm. Sometimes people hold their breath at this point, so make sure you are breathing a little bit deeper. And we'll hold it here. Now, doing these stretches is a great way to end your day. I love stretching before bed, and honestly, I do find I fall asleep faster and I sleep deeper when I do take the time to stretch. So if you do find that sleeping is an issue that you struggle with at times, start stretching. Start stretching before bed. It doesn't have to be long. I'd say start with 10 minutes and start by putting your timer on. And just notice how it affects your sleep. Good, let's come on back to the center of that chair. We're gonna finish with our breathing. Let's reach those arms out. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful job, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Give yourself a pat on your back, and thank you for joining today. Great job, we'll see you again soon.
We hope you enjoyed today's workout. Don't forget to visit rogerstv.com for schedules and listings of other great workout programs that you can enjoy right in the comfort of your own home. Exercise is just one of the steps we can take towards healthy living. Be sure to safeguard your home against hazards that could result in slips, trips, and falls. Don't forget to schedule regular health checkups with your providers and enrich your body with plenty of rest, water, and nutrient-dense foods. Visit ottawapublichealth.ca or call them at 613-580-6744 for some excellent tips and publications on the many ways you can maintain a healthy, safe, and happy lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.